and then we'll do Mangalacharan prayers, and then we'll get started with today's Katha. It's about Srila Madhavendra Puri and Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So whoever is aspiring for Krishna Prema Bhakti, just by hearing this pastime, will attain that. So first of all, I would like to offer my respectful obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. You are all Vaishnavas. You came to hear Krishna Katha. So my Dandavat Pranam at all of your lotus feet and all the online audience as well, and whoever sees this recording in future. I also thank the temple authorities for giving this opportunity to have this kind of a program, and I offer my obeisances at their lotus feet. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Gauranitai 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 Jayo Gauranitai Jayo Mahaprabhu Jayo Mahaprabhu Mahaprabhu Jayo Mahaprabhu Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Ananta Dev Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Caitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Matsamo nasti papatma naparadi chakaschana parihare pilajjame kimbruve purushottama युवतीनां यथा योनि यूनां च युवतौ यथा मनोभिरमते तद्वन्मनो मे रमतां त्वयि भूमौ स्खलितपादानां भूमिरेवावलम्बनं त्वयि जातापराधानां त्वामेव शरणं प्रभो गोविन्दवल्लभे राधे प्रार्थये त्वमहं सदा त्वदीयम् इति जानातु गोविन्दो मां त्वया सह राधे वृन्दावनाधीशे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया निजपादाब्जा दास्यं मह्यं प्रदीयताम् तृणादपि सुनीचेना तरोरिवा सहिष्णुना मानिना मानदेना कीर्तनीय सदा हरिः कथञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते विपरीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्यं नमामि तं संसारदुःखजलदौ प्रतितस्य काम क्रोधादिनक्रमकरे कवलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनानिगडितस्य निराश्रयस्य चैतन्यचन्द्र मम देहि पदावलम्बं चैतन्यचन्द्र मम देहि पदावलम्बम् Hare Krishna. I welcome everybody to the Saturday morning program of ISKCON of Silicon Valley. And again, all of you are Vaishnavas, so I offer my respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. I thank our temple authorities and offer my obeisances at their lotus feet and all the online audiences as well. So today, we will also recite the Mangalacharan prayer of spiritual masters. And then we will discuss the famous pastime of Shri Madhavendra Puri. Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Statachakti Krishna Chaitanya Samnakam Vande Sri Krishna Caitanya Nityanandau Sahoditau Gaudodaye Pushpavantau Chitrau Sandau Tamonudau Yadadvaitam Brahmopanishadi Tadapyasya Tanubha Yatmantaryami Purusha iti sosyam savibhavaha Shadaishwaryai purno ya iha bhagavan sa swayamayam Na chaitanyat Krishna jagati paratatvam paramiha Anarpitacharim chirat karunaya vatirnakkalau Samarpayitum unnato jvalarasam swabhaktishriyam Haripurata sundara dyuti kadamba sandipitaha Sada hridaya kandare spuratu vasachi nandanaha Radha Krishna pranaya vikritir hladini shaktirasmad Ekatmanavapi bhuvi pura deha bedam gatautau Chaitanyakyam prakatam tadvayam chaikyamaptam Radha bhavadyuti suvalitam naumi Krishna swarupam Shri Radhaya pranaya mahima kidrisho vanayaiva Swadhyo yenadbhuta madurima kidrisho vamadiyaha Saukyam chasya madanubhavataha kidrisham vetti lobhat Tadbhavadyas samajani sachi garbha sindau harinduhu Sankarshanakkaranato yashayi Garbhodashayi chapayobdishayi Sheshascha yasyam shakala sanitya Nandakya Rama sharanam mamastu Mayatite vyapi vaikunthaloke Purnaishwarye Sri Chaturvyuha madhye Rupam yasyodbhati sankarshanakyam Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam prapadye Maya bharta janda sangha shrayangha Sete shakshat karanam bodhi madhye Yasyaikāṁsha Shri Pumanādidevas tam Shri Nityananda Ramam prapadye. Yasyam Shyamsha Shri Lagarbho Dasaye Yannabhyabjam Lokasanghatanalam Lokasrishtussutika Dhamadatus tam Shri Nityananda Ramam prapadye. Yasyam Shyamsha Pratma Khilanam Poshta Vishnur Bhati Dugabdishaye Kshauni Bharta Yat Kalasopyanantas tam Shri Nityananda Ramam prapadye. Mahavishnur Jagat Karta Mayaya Yasrujatyadaha Tasyavatara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishvaraha Advaitam Harinadvaitad Acharyam Bhakti Samsanad Bhaktavataramisham tam Advaitacharyam Ashraye Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mamamanda Matergati Matsarvasya Padambojau Radha Madanamohanau Divyad Vrindavaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanastau Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishtalibhisevyamanav Smarami Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamshivata Tatastitaha Karshan Venu Swaner Gopir Gopinata Shriyestunaha Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ye teen Thakura Gaudiya ke kariye chana atmashat Ye tinera charano vandan tine moranatha Grantera Arambe Kari Mangalacharan Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smaran Tinera Smarane Haya Vigna Vinashan Anayase Haya Nija Vanchita Puran. Hare Krishna. So today we will discuss about Madhavendra Puri's glories and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and their interactions. Last Monday is the disappearance days of Madhavendra Puri. And Thursday we celebrated Gaura Purnima festival. Srila Prabhupada says of the two most important days in our ISKCON, Gaura Purnima and Nityananda Trayodasi. And whoever celebrates this is very fortunate. So there were beautiful decorations and the altar is also done in Jharkhand format. If you see closely, there are so many animals behind the altar. There is elephant, there is tiger, deer, and a rabbit and all those things. And in today's pastimes, we'll also touch upon this particular pastime. So, there is one beautiful pastime, Madhavendra Puri. Prabhu, if you can open the first shloka. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 9:10. Jai Sri Madhavendra Puri Krishna Prema Pura. Bhakti Kalpa Taru Teho Pratamankura. Jai Sri Madhava Puri Krishna Prema Pura. Bhakti Kalpa Taru Teho Pratamankura. Jai Sri Madhavendra Puri Krishna Prema Pura. Bhakti Kalpa Taru Teho Pratamankura. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All glories to Sri Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna. He is a desire tree of devotional service and it is in him that the seed of devotional service first fructified. Purport: Srila Madhavendra Puri, also known as Sri Madhava Puri, belonged to the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya and was a greatly celebrated sannyasi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the third disciplic descendant from Sri Madhavendra Puri. The process of worship in the disciplic succession of Madhvacharya was full of ritualistic ceremonies, with hardly a sign of love of Godhead. Sri Madhavendra Puri was the first person in the disciplic succession to exhibit the symptoms of love of Godhead, and the first to write a poem beginning with the word Ai Dina Dayardra Natha, O supremely merciful personality of Godhead. In that poem is the seed of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cultivation of love of Godhead. So, Srila Madhavendra Puri is celebrated as the foremost person in our entire lineage of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Up until Madhavendra Puri, nobody has opened the storehouse of the conjugal rasa, Madhurya rasa. So he is the first personality who actually introduced Madhurya rasa, or the conjugal love of the gopis. And it is our great fortune that all of us are somehow in that particular lineage. So much so that even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took initiation himself, the Supreme Lord, from the disciple of Madhavendra Puri, from Ishvara Puri. So Madhavendra Puri is extremely exalted personality. One day Nityananda Prabhu, he was a boy, and a Brahmana came to their parents and asked him, please send your son to Hadai Pandit and Padmavati, so that I'm traveling, I need some help, so please send your son. And they did send him. Look at the culture, right? Their eldest son, a Brahmana, asked and they gave. And Nityananda Prabhu is traveling with this sannyasi all over India. And in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur says, whoever hears this pastime will attain love for Krishna. Right? And our greatest treasure is Prema Pumarto Mahan, to attain the love for Krishna. And this pastime will give us that. So he traveled all over places, and then he reached finally to a place where Madhavendra Puri is there with his disciples. As soon as Nityananda Prabhu went there, he saw Madhavendra Puri and he immediately offered his prostrated obeisances. And Madhavendra Puri picked him up and they both embraced each other. And they were holding their necks, and then they were crying, they were wetting the other person with the tears. They were soaking their bodies, each other, with the tears of love. And they were not letting go of each other. And all the disciples of Madhavendra Puri were struck with wonder. Who is this personality who came here? And they fainted. They were trembling in ecstasy. They fainted. And they again got up and again embraced. They don't want to let go of each other. And then they were crying on each other's shoulders for a long, long, long time. And like that, they sat there, and then they were glorifying, they were hearing Krishna Katha, and then they were glorifying. So like that, everybody was wondered, and this is the first time Nityananda Prabhu said, I traveled all over India, I met so many sages, I met so many people, but I have never seen somebody who has real love for Krishna like you. He is telling to Madhavendra Puri. And then he accepted initiation, Siksha disciple from Madhavendra Puri. So after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Nimai Pandit, and one day Ishvara Puri, who is a very celebrated disciple of Madhavendra Puri, he came to Advaita Acharya's home, and he was just sitting there. And typically, if an outside person sees him, he is in rags. He is in torn clothes and he is completely unnoticeable. If somebody looks at him, they'll typically think that he is like a beggar. But Advaita Acharya felt something different. And then he called Mukunda. Mukunda, come here. Please recite one shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Mukunda is a beautiful reciter of Bhagavatam. He recited a Bhagavatam shloka. And then immediately Ishvara Puri went into transcendental ecstasy. His hair is standing on his end. Tears were flowing from his eyes. And he was like shivering. He was shivering in ecstasy. And he exhibited so much transcendental ecstatic symptoms. Then they all understood that this is Ishvara Puri. And Advaita Acharya confirmed this is Ishvara Puri. So, the greatness of a devotee is estimated by their behavior. Like if somebody hears the shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam, if they get that attraction, that is also a sign of advancement. And that is what is being displayed here by Ishvara Puri. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one day he met Ishvara Puri, and he immediately, with a lot of his friends and other boys, Nimai Pandit, he went and offered his prostrated obeisances to Ishvara Puri. Ishvara Puri lifted him up and he said, "Who are you? What is your name? What are you studying? What books do you read?" And when he asked, the people around Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, "He is Nimai Pandit. He is a great scholar of grammar and he teaches all of us. And he defeated almost everybody who traveled in debates. He is very good at it." Like that, the introduction happened, and ever since Ishvara Puri saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his bodily limbs, his beautiful lotus face, his lotus eyes were on his mind. And after the passing away of Jagannath Mishra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled to Gaya for the Shraddha ceremony, and then he met Ishvara Puri there. And he fell at his lotus feet, and then he begged him, "My dear Lord, please, please, give me Krishna Prema. That is the essence of life. Give me initiation." So Ishvara Puri picked him up, and then he told, "Ever since I saw your lotus face, I feel that you are not different than Krishna. I feel as if I am seeing Krishna whenever I see you. You are none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. How can I give initiation to you?" But Chaitanya Nimai Pandit exclaimed, "My Lord, please, please accept me. Without Krishna Prema, there is no use of my life." So like that, he requested, and Ishvara Puri initiated him. And after the initiation, he started exhibiting his ecstatic symptoms. So the Supreme Lord himself took Diksha from Ishvara Puri, who is a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is traveling all over the places. He is traveling to South India. He went to Kurmakshetra. He went to Pandharpur, and he was traveling all the way. And then he reached a place called, and he went to Shantipur, and from there, with the instruction of his mother, he wants to, instead of going and settling in Vrindavan, he's going to Puri Dham now. On the way, he came to Remuna. So in the place Remuna, there is this very beautiful temple, Gopinath temple. So he went to the temple and he did dandavats to the deities. And as soon as he came up, a garland from the deity of Gopinath fell upon his neck. And he danced in ecstasy. He was chanting, and he has many of his disciples and many of his devotees around him. And he danced, he performed kirtan for a long time, and he sat down, everybody. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is narrating a pastime. Do you all want to hear that? Yes. Now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is narrating the glories of Madhavendra Puri to all the devotees in Remuna. So he told, and he commenced his talk. Madhavendra Puri, wherever he traveled, wherever he put his feet, that has become a place of pilgrimage. So after traveling, he went to Vrindavan Dham, and then he traveled to all the places of pilgrimage, all the 12 forests of Vrindavan. Then finally he came to Govardhan, and he did a parikrama of Govardhan. And after doing a parikrama of Govardhan, he came to the banks of Govindakund, and he sat down under a tree. And then a cowherd boy appeared. He came with a pot of milk. And Madhavendra Puri looked at this boy. He was so stunningly beautiful. And he inquired. The boy said, Oh, Madhavendra Puri, I heard that you are fasting. In our village, nobody goes fasting. If you beg something, people will give you. But if you don't beg something, we will still come and give you something. So I got a pot of milk. I was told by the people, some of the ladies here who were bathing here, they noticed you and saw that you were fasting. And they asked me to give this pot of milk to you. So please take this milk, and I'll come back after some more time, and you can give the pot back to me after drinking the milk. So Madhavendra Puri took that pot of milk, and he honored that milk, and he was filled with transcendental bliss. And he was sitting there, and he washed the pot nicely, and he's looking for the boy to come back so that he can give the pot. So the boy didn't come back. So Madhavendra Puri, the whole night, he was completely agitated with the love for Krishna. He was missing Krishna. And he was in so much love, in so much agitation, he could not sleep all night. Now some of us, we also don't sleep in night, agitated by anxieties. But that is not the and worries. But that is not how he is agitated. He is agitated with love for Krishna, missing Krishna. And towards the late hours of the night, early hours of the day, he somehow slipped into sleep. And he got a dream. And he saw that same boy. And that boy came and took Madhavendra Puri into the bushes. In the Govindakund, and after that there are so many bushes. And there, in the center of the bushes, a deity started talking to him. Oh, Madhavendra Puri, I have been waiting for you. You know, Krishna's great grandson Vajranabh has installed me, and I have been worshipped greatly. But now, after that, the pujari in the temple who took care of me, there were Muslim rulers, and when they attacked, he got the deity, hid me under the bushes, and he ran away. And I am here in summer with so much scorching heat. My body is burning. And in winter, it's so cold. Please, I am waiting for you, O Madhavendra Puri. Please come. Please take me out. And then he woke up, and immediately he went to Aniyor village and told all the Brajavasis there, I got this dream. We have to go and we have to search for this deity. So they went, they collected all the sickles and all those knives and all the paraphernalia, and then they cut all the bushes and everything across the Govindakund, and they went inside, and then they found this beautiful, beautiful deity of Gopal. So strong men of Rajavasis, they came, and this deity is very heavy, so they lifted and they took it all the way on the top of Govardhan, and then they put a very big stone as the base, and they put another stone on the back, and then they have put the deity in the center, and then they washed the deity with the water from Govindakund. After washing the deity, then they have anointed the deity with so many essential oils. Now the deity started shining. And Madhavendra Puri said that, let's do an abhishek. So all the Vrajavasis came around, and they got hundreds and thousands of pot of water. And then they put the water. Then Madhavendra Puri said, let's bring Panchagavya. So they brought milk, yogurt, ghee, cow urine and cow dung. They mixed and they did the abhishek of the Lord. And after that they got Panchamrita, milk, yogurt, honey, sugar water. So they got all this, they mixed, and ghee. They mixed and they did the Panchamrita Abhishek. After that, all these 1,000 pots of water from Govindakund, they started doing Maha Abhishek. And all the people of Raja, they came and they were watching this. And after that, Madhavendra Puri did a nice Arotik ceremony. And then he asked everybody to prepare bhoga. So everybody in Raja went to their home, whatever they have in their possession, everything they got. So all the rice they have, all the dals they have, all the sabjis they have, all the paraphernalia they have, completely. And they started cooking. Now this is the difference. Krishna doesn't see what we offer. Krishna sees what we are holding back. So this is the fine line where the love of Godhead, we feel I'm chanting for so many years. Why am I not experiencing the love of God? Because we are still holding back. Rajavasis are not like that. They did not worry what will happen to my food tomorrow. They got everything they had. Total surrender. And Madhavendra Puri, whatever he had, he's just living for the deity now. So they cooked all these. Madhavendra Puri appointed 10 Brahmanas to cook the rice. He appointed 10 Brahmanas to cook the sabji. He appointed 10 Brahmanas to cook all the other vegetables. And they very nicely, elaborately made preparations. And they put the bhoga around the Govardhan. And it is looking like Annakut ceremony. The same thing that happened during Govardhan Leela. So everybody, and then Madhavendra Puri with great reverence and with so much love, he offered all these preparations to Gopal. And after that, they all sat down and they honored prasadam. And after this, the neighboring provinces of the villages, they were coming to Madhavendra Puri. My dear Madhavendra Puri, please, can you give us an opportunity? One day we would also want to do Annakut. You did such a nice preparation yesterday. We want to do it today. And another province came the other day. And another province came. Another village came. Like that, everybody around Vrajadam got everything they have. And they have performed this Annakut ceremony for 2 full years. Now just imagine Silicon Valley, San Francisco, Sunnyvale, Cupertino, Mountain View, everybody coming with everything they have, not holding nothing. and then offering to Madan Mohan. How beautiful festival it will be. So it was such a festival for 2 years. And after that, Madhavendra Puri, one day while he was sleeping, he got another dream. And Gopal appeared in his dream. He said, Madhavendra Puri, you excavated me, but you know what? My body still is burning. There were so many years I was under the sun, scorching heat. So you should go to the Malaya hills and get chandan and camphor. So chandan is sandalwood. Get sandalwood and camphor. Only you can do this. Please. And then extract all the chandan and apply it on my body. So I'll be cool. My body will be cooled. So when the Lord said that, he woke up, and Madhavendra Puri immediately he started walking from Vrindavan to Puri. 1,000 kilometers. There are no airways, no airlines. There are no trains. There are no buses. There are no motor cars. No cars, of course. So he is walking alone. And this place is all infected with Muslim rulers, dacoits, and all these people. He didn't care what will happen to him. So that is the surrender of Madhavendra Puri. And then he started walking, and he came, and on the way, he came to Remuna. And he sat down. And while he's coming, he was chanting, and he was dancing, and he was singing the glories of Krishna. And as soon as he came, in the travels, he also felt so much, he's so jubilant that he's doing the seva for the Lord. But at the same time, looking at all these people, he was so compassionate with them. Everybody, he saw some people are worshipping Kali, and some people are worshipping the demigods for better wife, better husband, and all the fruitive activities and all these things. His heart is paining because they are using, after 8,400,000 species of life, they get this human form of life, and they are wasting it for all these fruitive activities. And then he found some sannyasis. He went to take the association of sannyasis. He felt happy looking at the sannyasis. When he went and chatted with them, they were saying that I am Narayan. I want to merge with the Lord. And he ran away from that place. And then he was feeling so lonely, but yet he was feeling so compassionate. So finally he arrived at Remuna. He took darshan of the Lord Gopinath. He did prostrated obeisances to the deity, and he was chanting, he was dancing. And then he sat down. And when the altar is opened, he talked to the pujaris. What is the best thing of this temple? What kind of offerings do you do to the deities? So the Brahmana the pujari started saying, we give kheer to the Lord, sweet rice. It is called Amrita Keli. And he heard about that. It is one of the best preparations they do and offer to the Lord. So while he is looking at that, a pujari got 12 parts of this Amrita Keli, and he offered to the Lord, and he is offering the bhoga to the Lord. And Madhavendra Puri, he never worked. He never begged. If something comes on its own accord, he will eat. Otherwise, he will go fasting. So in his mind, he is thinking, if I have tasted this Amrita Keli, I could go back and actually cook for my deity Gopal in Vrindavan. If I tasted this, I will know how it is. But then he immediately thought, how condemned I am. What am I doing? The bhoga is being offered to the Lord. It is not, the Lord did not even honor it yet. And I am thinking that I should taste this. How condemned I am. And immediately, with so much heavy heart, he left that place. He went to the secluded marketplace and sat down and he was chanting. So that day, the pujari had a dream. After offering and everything, the pujari, he slept, and in the dream, Gopinath appeared in the dream. And he said, "Dear pujari, Madhavendra Puri came today. I stole a pot of rice. It's behind my altar. Wake up, come into the DT room, and take this pot and hand this over to Madhavendra Puri. He is my devotee." So he immediately woke up, the pujari, and because he was sleeping, he immediately took very quick shower and he went into the altar, and to his surprise, he saw a pot of kheer, Amrita Keli, behind the altar. Then he took that and he was so much in tears. Lord appeared in his dream. And then he's carrying that pot and he's saying that he's going to the places and he's saying, "Who is Madhavendra Puri? Anybody named Madhavendra Puri here? The Lord personally stole this kheer for you. Oh Madhavendra Puri, please show up. I want to give you this Amrita Keli to you." And he went to all the marketplaces, finally arrived at the place where Madhavendra Puri is sitting. And Madhavendra Puri heard that and he presented himself. And he told, "You are so fortunate. And I am so fortunate. Because of you, the Lord came in my dream. And he stole this pot for you." Immediately Madhavendra Puri took that. And then from that day, the Brahmana said, the Lord is celebrated with the name Kheer Chor Gopinath. Kheer Chor Gopinath ki jai. Madhavendra Puri ki jai. So, this Madhavendra Puri, with tears in his eyes, with so much love, he honored the prasadam, the Mahaprasadam. And after that, he broke the pot into pieces. And all that pieces he tied. And then every day, he used to eat one piece of it and remember and cry, "Krishna has personally stolen this pot for me of rice." How grateful. And with that, so much deep inside his heart, he was crying every day, eating that remnant. So like that, then his glory spread all over Remuna. And he doesn't want to stay there because people will come and he'll start saying, "Hey, the Lord has stolen the rice for you." So immediately, slowly, without telling anybody, he went to Puri. But the reputation of the devotee reaches even before the devotee. So all the people of Puri, they were talking, "Oh, there was a devotee named Madhavendra Puri. He personally stole the kheer for his devotee." So they all came and they identified him. "Oh, Madhavendra Puri, you are such a great devotee." So although he doesn't like this kind of a reputation, he's feeling very embarrassed inside, but still he wants to utilize everything for the Lord. That is the topmost pinnacle of taking sannyas. It's not that we reject everything. What do you have in the first place to renounce? If somebody is saying that I am renouncing something, what do you have in the first place for you to renounce? You don't have anything. Everything is Lord's. So what are you renouncing? So Madhavendra Puri told all the pujaris of Puri that I got this dream and the Lord asked for sandalwood. So they all wants to help him. So they gathered 80 pounds of sandalwood and 8 ounces of camphor. And then they have appointed one Brahmana and one servant to carry this and one Brahmana to go along with Madhavendra Puri. And Madhavendra Puri took all that and he started walking back to Vrindavan. Now that place is infected, I already told you, right, with Muslim rulers who are against Hindus and who are prosecuting. There are dacoits, there are thieves. And sandalwood, even today in India, if they see a truck going with sandalwood, they will look for all kinds of papers and documentation. Even today, what to speak of in those days. But the pujaris, they gave the proper documentation, the proper tax receipts, and all those things. So he went, and Madhavendra Puri was stopped by people. He doesn't have anything except this. And he told that this is what I have, and he showed the papers. And by the supreme will of the Lord, he was released and they started going. And then he reached Remuna on the way to Vrindavan. And now he got a third dream. The Lord again appeared. And he said, "Oh Madhavendra Puri, there is no difference between me, Gopal, and the deity in Remuna, Gopinath. So what you do is, whatever the chandan that you collected, you rub it, make a paste of that, and apply it on the body of Gopinath. And Gopinath will be cooled, and I am non different than Gopinath, so I will also feel that coolness from here." So immediately, and don't have a doubt of this, please do this immediately. So he woke up from the dream, and then he immediately gave all the camphor and all the sandalwood to these people. And then the priests also appointed some more servants, and day and night they were rubbing this sandalwood to make the paste, and they beautifully anointed all that paste for Gopinath. And with Gopinath cooling, Gopal also cooled down. So that is the glories of Madhavendra Puri. And then, after doing this, he started walking back. So, if you see, Madhavendra Puri, his life and soul is for the service of the Lord. He is willing to carry 80 pounds of this luggage with him and camphor. People, dacoits and all those things, there were so many animals, ferocious animals, but he didn't care for anything. He was walking 1,000 miles for the service of the Lord. That is love. That is love for the Lord. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is narrating this pastime. And everybody was, with the peak of their voice, singing, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started traveling. We'll again come back to this at the end of today's class, again to the part of Remuna. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started again from Remuna, and he started traveling. Now he went to the southern province, and then he met Paramananda Puri. So it is said, Madhavendra Puri, of all his disciples, two are most prominent. One is this Paramananda Puri, and the second one is Ishvara Puri. Ishvara Puri is where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his initiation, Diksha. So Paramananda Puri is actually non-different than Uddhava. In Vrindavan Leel, he is Uddhava. So Paramananda Puri, as soon as he went and he met Paramananda Puri, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately fell down and offered prostrated obeisances. Paramananda Puri picked him up, and he was inquiring, "You are the disciple of my..." So he said he is the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is as a god brother of his guru, Ishvara Puri, he looked in him his spiritual master. So that is one of the lessons we all can take. Anytime we see the god brothers of our guru, we have to see as though they are our Guru Maharaj. Reflection of Guru Maharaj. So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching with this pastime. And then he asked Paramananda Puri, "Paramananda Puri, how is your well doing? Do you have enough water from this well?" Paramananda Puri said, "No, I don't have water from this well. It's all contaminated, and with so much mud and everything, I don't have good water here. I have to go far distance to get." Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately said, "Oh Lord Jagannath, you are a miser. How come a devotee like you know very well, anyone who drinks a drop of water from this well of Paramananda Puri, they get love of Godhead. And you are a miser. You did not fill enough water with him. And he raised his hands and he was praying to Mother Ganga. Oh, my dear Mother Ganga, please, please come and please manifest in the well of Paramananda Puri. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to take rest. That night, Ganga Devi took this instruction upon her head and came and filled the well with ambrosial nectar in taste. And then next day, everybody came there and they were celebrating. They were drinking that water. Some people are bathing, some people are dancing, jumping, and the water tasted so sweet and nectar like Ganga. And then Lord Chaitanya claimed, anyone who drinks the water from that well will get love of God. And that well is still there in Puridam. While walking towards the Jagannath Kshetra, we have that well. So that is Paramananda Puri. And then he traveled, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he traveled to all the other places and then finally reached Pandharpur. Here, Vitthal Thakur is there and Ranganath Swami. So basically he offered obeisances to the deity, Vitthal Dev, and he started dancing and he was singing all the glories of the Lord. And after that, he sat down, he took his prasad, and he inquired from some of the brahmanas there, some of the priests, that a disciple of Madhavendra Puri came here. And he was so eager, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he was so eager to meet that person. He went to his home. His name is Shri Ranga Puri. So he went there and he offered his prostrated obeisances. Shri Ranga Puri picked him up, and that is the essence of what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching. If a god brother of your guru is coming, you should be going, willing, your heart should be craving to have their association. And this is the association he's having. And then, so he went there, and then he is telling, please tell me some Krishna Katha. So day and night they were discussing Krishna Katha. And Shri Ranga Puri started saying that one day I traveled, and he told that he is from Mayapur. As soon as he heard Mayapur, Shri Ranga Puri was filled with love, and he was saying that I went to Mayapur with my own Guru Maharaj, Madhavendra Puri. And when we went there with my Guru Maharaj, I went in their party. He took me to the house of this great Brahmana named Jagannath Mishra. He was such a great personality. And then he had his wife, the mother of the universe, Sachi Mata. You know what? She made such a preparation. The sabji that she made with banana flour, I still remember to this day. A sannyasi speaking. Right? And Sachi Mata, she took care of every sannyasi who is traveling as if they were her own son. So that is one of the lessons for Grihasthas. How many Matajis, when a sannyasi is there, will cook and feed to a sannyasi as if he is her own son. The same love that they cook for their own child. Are the Matajis waiting? When will this person go away? I have too much work. I'm left with so much to do now. Right? So that is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Madhavendra Puri and all these people are teaching us. So like that, he was glorifying. And then they have an illustrious and beautiful son named Vishwarup. He traveled. He came all the way to Pandharpur. And he took sannyas. He took sannyas here. And then after a few months, he also disappeared. He left his body. And when he left his body, he merged into Nityananda Prabhu. So he is actually an expansion of Nityananda Prabhu, Vishwarup. When he took when he took sannyas, his name was Shankararanya Maharaj. So he was glorifying how great that personality is. All this is being told by Shri Ranga Puri. And when Shri Ranga Puri told that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed, in my previous ashram, Jagannath Mishra is my father, and Vishwarup, Shankararanya Maharaj is my brother. As soon as he told that, he embraced him. And so he knew that beautiful pastime of how Shankararanya Maharaj left this world by merging into Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So after that, he started traveling. And then with this pastime, it is also known to us, revealed to us, that Jagannath Mishra is also instructed, and some people also say that he is initiated by Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri went to Jagannath Mishra to give Krishna consciousness to him. So that is the greatness of Madhavendra Puri. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started traveling. Now he wants to go to Vrindavan, but on the way he came to Ramkeli and he initiated Srila Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is thinking of going to Vrindavan, you should not go with so many people. You have hundreds and thousands of people around you. If you want to go, you should go to Vrindavan, but like it's a solitary place, you should go with 2 or 3 people. Now seeing that from Kanai Natashala, the Lord turned back, and on the way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took his initiation first from Ishvara Puri. Then when he was taking sannyas, he took sannyas from Keshav Bharati Maharaj. So Keshav Bharati Maharaj is actually, he is also initiated disciple of Madhavendra Puri. And then one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Keshav Bharati Maharaj. He prostrated, he fell down at his feet, and then he asked, I got a dream, and in my dream a great personality gave me this mantra. Is this the mantra that you want to initiate me? And he whispered that mantra to Keshav Bharati Maharaj. So Keshav Bharati Maharaj heard that mantra and he said, yes, this is a very good mantra. And this is the mantra I can give you. And then he initiated. So for the first Lord initiated his disciple, and the disciple again initiated the Lord into the sannyas. He got his danda, he got his kamandalu. And after initiation, he got this very tragic hair cutting ceremony that itself is a big episode. So after all that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing. He was raising his arms and he was crying out, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He was dancing so much. His hair is standing on end and he's crying tears. And with all those symptoms, in the whole process, he lost his danda and he lost his kamandalu. And Keshav Bharati, his Guru Maharaj, is also with him. He is also dancing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was actually from the Sringeri side also. He is a very staunch sannyasi where they do so much rigorous rituals. But now, since he got associated with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was in ecstasy. So his hair is standing on end and he was crying tears. He is dancing, he is jumping, he is leaping. And he lost his kamandalu and danda. So both of them lost. And like that, they were traveling all the way and they want to go to Vrindavan. And Keshav Bharati Maharaj also said, I want to go with you to Vrindavan. And he is actually leading the way. They were dancing, they were singing, and everybody Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is meeting, infusing them with love of Krishna. And they finally, when they reached to the closer portions, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Keshav Bharati Maharaj, now you should go back to Katwa. And he went back. So there, Nityananda Prabhu tricked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Instead of going to Vrindavan, now he ended up in Shantipur and finally came to Advaita Acharya's home. Advaita Acharya was so happy to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Advaita Acharya is also an initiated disciple of Madhavendra Puri. So Advaita Acharya invited him, and after taking sannyas, this is the first time he's coming. So he informed Sachi Mata. So he sent a few people and a palanquin to bring Sachi Mata to Shantipur. Now, Sachi Mata, after Nimai Pandit left home, she was in so much deep separation in love for Krishna. And she has gone into that missing in separation mode, and she forgot who she was. And every day she used to come out of the home. Any traveler, he used to stop and say, did you see, when is my Krishna coming back? When is Balram coming back? They went to Mathura. They did not come back. When are they going to come? And she is crying. And one day she will stop and she'll take a stick and she will start running. I'll say, Krishna, don't steal butter. Today I'm going to punish you. She forgot that she is Sachi Mata. And she was remembering her past life of Yashoda. And ever since, and she told, one day she used to say, that Akrura is such a cruel person. He took my sons away from me. What is Krishna doing so long there? What is he doing? When is he going to come back? I heard that Kamsa, he was killed. That is a very good thing. It's a very good thing that he was killed. When is my Krishna coming back? So she was in that ecstasy of separation, intensely in that mode of separation. So as soon as she heard that her Nimai came back, she immediately, it was an altar, and she went in the palanquin and she reached and she looked at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from a distance. And she was so much in love. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he saw his mother, he offered prostrated Dandavat pranams. He did pranams again and again and again and again and again to the Mother of Universe. And he came back and he told, oh my mother, whatever love I have for Krishna, it's all because of you. Everything is because of you, my mother. Whatever you inculcated, that is what is happening. That is what I got. And whatever the love I have is all because of you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching all of us how to treat our parents, how to be respectful and how to treat our parents. And he's also teaching how to treat our spiritual master and how to treat the god brothers of our spiritual master with these pastimes. So like that, he again glorified her, and then he started walking. After this particular episode, we can see how Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata were also influenced by Madhavendra Puri to attain the love for Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now he started his own travels. Now he's going with Balabhadra Bhattacharya. He was going through the Jharkhand forest. And there, while he's traveling the Jharkhand forest, now everybody can look at the altar. There is a forest atmosphere there. We see deers, we see elephant, we see tiger behind Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we see some monkeys, we see a rabbit and all these things. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going through the Jharkhand forest, the forest is filled with trees. All the trees were bending. The fruits were falling at the lotus feet as if they are offering their fruits and everything to the Lord Krishna. And the trees were crying tears, and then they are appearing like lotus buds. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is embracing the trees. He's embracing all the trees, and all the animals started coming. And like that, he made all these animals also to sing and dance. At a certain point, he reached, and then he was under a tree. All the animals started dancing, and he saw two birds, two parrots. And these two parrots, they came from and everybody wants to give something to Krishna. The cows started coming and licking, oh, our Krishna has come to Vrindavan. And all the animals started licking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's our Krishna. He came back to Vrindavan. And then all these birds started singing. All these trees started showering flowers and fruits. And all these things is happening. And two birds came. Two parrots, one male parrot and one female parrot. They jumped, they flew, and they came, and they came and stopped on the hand of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the male bird started glorifying Krishna. It is saying, Saundaryam lalanalidhairya dhalanam leelaramasthambhini Viryam kandukitadrivaryam amala pare parardham guna Silam sarvajanaanuranjanamaho yasyayam asmat prabhur Vishvam vishvajanina kirtiravatat Krishno jaganmohana Saundaryam laranali dhairya dharanam. Lord's beauty, Krishna's beauty is so attractive. It is dhairya dharanam. It is subduing the patience of the gopis. They cannot stand it any longer. Their patience is subdued with his beauty. Leela Ramastambini. Rama Devi, Lakshmi Devi is stunned hearing the pastimes of Krishna. Viryam Kandukitadrivaryam Amala. The Adri, he was so strong, he lifted Govardhan as though it is a cotton, it's a ball, it's a toy. Viryam Kandukitadrivaryam Amala Pare Parardham Guna. His qualities are numerous, innumerable qualities. Seelam Sarvajana Anuranjanamaho. Sarvajana Anuranjanam. Everybody, all the people were filled with joy just hearing the pastimes of Krishna. And that is how the male bird is singing. Now the female bird said, oh, you are singing about Krishna's beauty? Let me see. You know how our Radharani is? And she started singing a verse. Shri Radhikaya Priyata Surupata Sushilata Nartanagana Chaturi Gunali Sampat Kavita Charajate Jagan Manomohana Chitta Mohini. Shri Radhikaya Priyata, she is so sweet. Surupata, she is so beautiful. Shri Radhikaya Priyata Surupata Sushilata, her character is spotless. Nartana, she is a very good dancer. Gana, she can sing. Chaturi, she is very expert in all these things. Gunali Sampat, and she is filled with transcendental qualities. And the best of all, Jagan Mano Mohana Chitta Mohini. That Jagan Mohan Krishna, when he looks at Radharani, he will be completely captivated by Radharani. That is the greatness of Radharani. So they were glorifying both Radharani and Krishna. So like that, he started traveling with this Brahman, and then he started dancing. And when he started dancing, he saw one old Brahmana, he also came and he was dancing in ecstasy with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they were holding each other, they were dancing in circles, and their hair is standing on end, they were wetting the ground with their tears, and they were jumping, leaping, singing, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when they are singing and dancing like that, all the people of Mathura came. This personality is different. He is exhibiting the love of Krishna. I have never seen anybody like this here in Mathura. Maybe he is the Supreme Lord. And after some time, this Brahmana and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they went aside And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are you? How did you develop this love of Krishna? How come you are developing these ecstatic symptoms? The Brahmana said, I am such a fallen person. But you know what? His Holiness Madhavendra Puri, he came one day and he initiated me. He came to my home and he honored prasadam. And then finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he heard that, he immediately got up and he did a prostrated dandavats. Oh, you are my god brother of my guru. And he, when he did that, the Brahmana felt so shameful, so ashamed. And he said, no, my lord, what are you doing? And he touched his feet. And no, you are my god brothers, my guru's god brother. So you cannot do that. I have to touch your feet. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling all of us how we should behave with the god brothers of our guru. So with that deep love, they talked for some time, Krishna Katha, and then they went into this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the house of this Brahmana, and he comes from then he got the vegetables and he gave it to this another Balabhadra Bhattacharya who is traveling with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to cook. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, why should he cook? You can cook. Then he revealed, I am from a Shuddhodaya class. So these Shuddhodaya Brahmins are a lower class, and usually sannyasis doesn't eat in their place. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, my Param Guru, my Guru's Guru Madhavendra Puri ate in your home when you cooked. And he's telling the whole world, this is not about which family you're born. This is about how much love. Mahajano yena gatasya panta. Whatever the great people have set the standards, those are the standards. So I will cook, I will eat, so please cook. The Brahmana jubilantly cooked, make a feast, and he fed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So like that, after that they traveled to all the deep forests along with this Brahmana also into the thing. And he took a bath in all the places of the pilgrimage. Especially he went and took bath in Vishram Ghat when he's entering Vrindavan. So that is where actually when Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha, he went and took rest. That is from Adi Varaha Purana. And the same place, even when Kamsa is killed, Krishna took rest in this Vishram Ghat. So that is where whoever is going for Govardhan, Parikrama or Vrindavan, they first take bath here. So like that, these beautiful pastimes are enacted. And let's go back to Remuna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after narrating all these things, Prabhu, can you give that verse? The last verse. So in the mood of separation, so he is singing, while he is describing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing the glories of Madhavendra Puri, he was singing this particular shloka, which comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. You can all repeat after me. Ai Dina Dayardranatha He Mathura Nata Kadavalokya Se Hridayam Twadaloka Kataram Daita Bhramyati Kim Karomyaham. O my Lord, O most merciful Master, O Master of Mathura, when shall I see you again? Because of my not seeing you, my agitated heart has become unsteady. O most beloved one, what shall I do now? So this is actually being spoken by Radharani in separation from Krishna. And what Radharani is going through, only 3 people understand that. Only 3 people knew that. One is Radharani herself. Second is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Third is Madhavendra Puri. Such is the greatness of Madhavendra Puri. He is the one who knows, who understood the heart of Radharani's separation from Krishna. Purport, The uncontaminated devotees who strictly dependent on Vedanta philosophy are divided into four sampradayas or transcendental parties. Out of the four sampradayas, the Sri Madhvacharya Sampradaya was accepted by Madhavendra Puri. Thus he took sannyas according to parampara, the disciplic succession, beginning from Madhavendra Puri. Thus he took sannyas according to parampara, the disciplic succession, beginning from Madhvacharya down to the spiritual master of Madhavendra Puri, the Acharya named Lakshmipati. There was no realization of devotional service in conjugal love. Sri Madhavendra Puri introduced the conception of conjugal love for the first time in the Madhvacharya Sampradaya. And this conclusion of the Madhvacharya Sampradaya was revealed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he toured South India and met the Tattvavadis, who supposedly belonged to the Madhvacharya Sampradaya. When Sri Krishna left Vrindavana and accepted the kingdom of Mathura, Srimati Radharani, out of ecstatic feelings of separation, expressed how Krishna can be loved in separation. Thus, devotional service in separation is centered to this verse. Worship in separation is considered by the Gaudiya Madhva Sampradaya to be the topmost level of devotional service. According to this conception, the devotee thinks of himself as very poor and neglected by the Lord. Thus, he addresses the Lord as Dina Dayardra Natha, as did Madhavendra Puri. Such an ecstatic feeling is the highest form of devotional service. Because Krishna had gone to Mathura, Srimati Radharani was very much affected. And she expressed herself thus, "My dear Lord, because of your separation, my mind has become overly agitated. Now tell me, what can I do? I am very poor and you are very merciful. So kindly have compassion upon me and let me know when I shall see you." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always expressing the ecstatic emotions of Srimati Radharani that she exhibited when she saw Uddhava at Vrindavana. Similar feelings experienced by Madhavendra Puri are expressed in this verse. Therefore, Vaishnavas in the Gaudiya Madhva Sampradaya say that the ecstatic feelings experienced by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during his appearance came from Sri Madhavendra Puri through Ishvara Puri. All the devotees in the line of Gaudiya Madhva Sampradaya accept these principles of devotional service. Prabhu, can you also show the next? And continuing, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited this verse, he immediately fell to the ground unconscious. He was overwhelmed and had no control over himself. When Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell to the ground in ecstatic love, Lord Nityananda quickly took him on his lap, crying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then got up again. Exhibiting ecstatic emotions, the Lord began to run here and there, making resounding noises. Sometimes he laughed, sometimes he cried, and sometimes he danced and sang. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not recite the whole verse. He simply said, "Ai Dina," repeatedly. Thus he could not speak, and profuse tears were in his eyes. Trembling, perspiration, jubilant tears, shock, fading of the bodily luster, disappointment, moroseness, loss of memory, pride, joy, and humility were all visible in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. This verse uncovered the door of ecstatic love, and when it was exhibited, all the servants of Gopinatha saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance in ecstasy. When many people crowded around Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he regained his external senses. In the meantime, the offering to the deity had been finished, and there was a resounding arati performance. When the deity were laid down to rest, the priest came out of the temple and offered all 12 pots of sweet rice to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When all the pots of sweet rice remnants left by Gopinatha were placed before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became very pleased. In order to feed the devotees, he accepted 5 of them. The 7 remaining pots were pushed forward and delivered to the priest. Then the 5 pots of sweet rice of the Lord had accepted were distributed among the 5 devotees, and they ate the prasadam. Being identical with the Gopinath deity, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had already tasted and eaten the pots of sweet rice. Yet, just to manifest devotional service, he again ate the pots of sweet rice as a devotee. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed that night at the temple engaged in congregational chanting. In the morning, after seeing the Mangalarti performance, he departed. In this way, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally tasted with his own mouth the transcendental qualities of Gopal Ji, Gopinath and Sri Madhavendra Puri. Thus, I have described both the transcendental glories of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's affection for his devotees and the highest limit of ecstatic love of God. One who hears this narration with faith and devotion attains the treasure of love of Godhead at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We'll stop here. If anybody has any question, reflection, or chastisement, this is the time. Because we have only 2 minutes, we'll take one question and then.
Thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhu. Prabhu, we see in the case of all of these exalted devotees, they've had a darshan of the Lord in some way, and as a result, they can experience the Vipralamba Bhav. They can experience separation from the Lord. What about me, Prabhu? I have not had the darshan of the Lord. I might not have the same level of separation. How can I also develop these kind of symptoms and actually have that feeling of separation from the Lord? Whatever I do now would probably be mechanical, but how can I actually experience it? How can I?
Yeah, very good question, Prabhu. So, Prabhu is asking, they all had darshan of the Lord and personally, but how about us? When we see the altar, we are actually seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are actually seeing Radha, Madan Mohan, and Lakshmi Narasimhadev. And it's not just the plain deities, but they are like real forms. When we see the Murti of Prabhupada, it is Srila Prabhupada personally there. And even the painting, even the stone vigraha, or anything, even if it is made with mud, if you make and worship that deity for a long time, it is treated as the Lord is there. So that is one aspect. Second thing is, this love is not attained, we cannot achieve that. This has to be given by somebody. So the main essence of this entire pastime is, Ishvara Puri served Madhavendra Puri so personally. When Madhavendra Puri is very old, he personally cleaned the stool and urine of his spiritual master. And the spiritual master is so pleased with him. He bestowed from his own heart, he transferred that love of ecstatic love of a Krishna to his disciple, and through him to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to 6 Goswamis, and from the parampara, it flows. So we have to take it that, and we have to hear from pure devotees' lotus mouth, Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, and that way we will imbibe that. And when you chant continuously and do the 4 regulative principles and follow the path in a proper attitude, Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorivasa Hishnana Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari, then eventually we will get that. Thank you so much. So we have youth Bhagavatam class now. So we will stop here. Whatever you like in this class, it's all the glories of Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And if I spoke anything wrong or anything other than what is in the scriptures, please forgive me, because you're all saintly people. Thank you so much. And we can take questions personally if anybody has. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Madhavendra Puri ki jai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So now we will have a small presentation by Vivan, who is student of our Kashura class Sunday school. The topic is Dhruva Maharaj from Srimad Bhagavatam. So please welcome him. Vivan.
Hare Krishna, my name is Vivan, and I'm in 7th grade of St. Joseph of Cupertino. Oh. Yeah. So this is where the story begins. There's a kingdom, and the king of the kingdom is called King Uttanapada. He has 2 wives, Suniti and Suruchi. Suniti is a great devotee and follower of Lord Vishnu. She is also kind and caring and not envious. Suruchi is envious and jealous and egoistic, though. Suruchi has a son called Uttana, and Suniti's son is called Dhruva. One day, Dhruva saw Uttana sitting on King Uttanapada's lap, and Dhruva wanted to sit on his lap too. So then he went to sit on his father's lap. But Suruchi said no and pulled him away by the shirt and said, "If you wish to sit on your father's lap, then first you must please Lord Vishnu and take shelter in my womb in your next birth." That's what this picture depicts. And then, hurt by Suruchi's words, Dhruva leaves the palace to go into Madhavan forest near the Yamuna river in Vrindavan. So then, to please Lord Vishnu, in the forest he encounters Narad Muni, and Narad Muni teaches him how to worship and please the Lord. This picture is what it depicts. And then, after doing worship and pleasing Lord Vishnu, the Lord appeared before Dhruva and then put his conch to Dhruva's forehead and granted him all Vedic knowledge. Dhruva's story of success. 5-year-old Dhruva lives in the palace with his father and his mother. Dhruva is hurt by Suruchi's words, and then Dhruva decides to leave the palace to Madhavan forest near the Yamuna river in Vrindavan. In the forest, he encounters Narad Muni, who teaches him how to worship and please the Lord. Lord Vishnu appears to Dhruva and grants him the boon of all Vedic knowledge, of Vedic knowledge. And then he is welcomed back home and is coronated the king. When 5-year-old Dhruva went into the forest, he was not scared because he had his mother's blessings, and he was also under the shelter of God. When Lord Vishnu saw this, he then gave the boon of bhakti, pure devotion, to Dhruva. When Lord Vishnu wishes to save you, then nothing can harm you. Destiny is an outcome of your own actions, and actions are motivated by good things like Dhruva and his mother. And actions are driven by thoughts, virtues, and scruples. That's why we should act with care. This is my verse. Dhruva uvacha, yontya pravisya mama vacham, imam prasuptam sanjivavtai. Akila Sakti Dhirasva Dhamna Anyams Chahasta Charana Shravana Tvag Adin Pranam Namo Bhagavate Srusoya Tubhyam. Dhruva Maharaj said, "My dear Lord, you are all powerful. After entering within me, you have enlivened all my sleeping senses. My hands, legs, ears, touch sensation, life force, and especially my power of speech. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you." Pearls of wisdom. Don't be greedy about your success. A truly successful person is genuinely grateful to those who have guided, inspired, and assisted in attaining your goal. Like how Dhruva owed his mother for telling him, like how Dhruva owed Narad Muni because Narad Muni told Dhruva how to correctly worship and please the Lord. Don't hold grudges. Holding a grudge is the heaviest thing to carry. Once you get rid of it, then your heart will feel light naturally like Suniti. Don't let your ego get in the way of your success. Don't be egoistic like Suruchi. Behave with bhakti and kindness. Don't be vacuous. Practice virtues, scruples, and morals like Dhruva and Suniti. Never be arrogant or disrespectful to your elders. Your mother is always there for you like Suniti. Don't leave your destiny to random chance. Destiny is a result of your actions, like Dhruva and Suniti, how they chose their destiny. Don't give up. Seek transformation in yourself and others, like Dhruva and Suniti, who didn't hate Suruchi despite her actions and her cruelty. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.
Thank you, Vivan, for a very nice presentation. And I really like this, love this Pearls of Wisdoms. We all know everything, but still when we hear it again and again, it helps us to reinforce in our character. So very nice. But after this presentation, if anyone has any questions, please ask. And Vivan will try to answer those questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was an excellent presentation.
Thank you.
I like one of the most important themes that you covered. One is that Dhruva Maharaj did not hold any grudges against Suniti, even though she kind of told him to go away.
Yeah.
So how can we try to practice that in real life? We may not have friends who are always sharing the same wavelength as us. They may have something against us. They may sometimes be bullies. How do we stave off their aggressive behavior?
We can practice that in daily life by forgiving others and forgiving everyone you can who has done bad against you, because once you do that, then naturally your heart will feel light because you've released a grudge against them.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Anyone else? Any question? Or you want to say something? Vivan's parents are also here.
Hare Krishna.
Hi.
Thank you for the nice pictures. They are like the story itself, because most of the time we don't need a lot of writing, and then you choose very nice pictures along the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. You talked in the first point about not being greedy about your success. So if you've achieved something, you shouldn't let pride get in the way of that. Similar to Prabhu's question, I think that's a very difficult thing to do. You feel a sense of accomplishment, you feel a sense of pride. In real life, do you have any thoughts on how we can get away from that sense of pride?
We can always give credit to those who helped us. Like, for example, students nowadays, when they're doing essays, they should always give the credit on the sources. Otherwise, that's plagiarism. So we can also apply that in our real life.
It's a great answer.
Adults.
That's a very good thought. Thank you.
Yeah, very nicely you answered all the questions. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next, we will have Prasadam, but before that, short announcements. We thank His Grace Acyuta Kumar Prabhu for bringing us the story of Madhavendra Puri and Caitanya Mahaprabhu. He narrated such sweet pastimes such as Kshirchor Gopinath and Gopal from Vrindavan. I don't think we have any Sankirtan announcements today. So next we will, are there any first timers here? Okay. So next we will have Prasad, just out of the Prasadam prayers. Can someone lead the Prasadam prayers? Okay.
Sharira vidya jal jodendriya taheka jive phele vishaya sagore tar madhye jivayati lobha moy sudurmati Take jetha kathina samsare Krishna bora doya moy kori bare jvajay Swaprasadan dilo bhai se anamrit pao Shri Shri Radha Krishna gun gao Preme dako Shri Caitanya nitai Preme dako Shri Caitanya nitai Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmane Vaishnave Swalpa punyavatam rajan vishvaso naiva jayate prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasropa jayate prasanna chetasi ashu buddhi paryavatishtate dvayopabhokta shrakandha vasalankara charchita uchishta bhojinu dasas tava mayam jayemahi. Shri
Prapti matrena bhoktavyam natra kala vicharana na desa niyamastatra na kala niyamastatha praptam annam dhrutam sister bhoktavyam harirabravit. Bhagavat Sri Mahaprasada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Prasadam will be served in just a few minutes. Just be patient. You can just, yeah.